Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a very requested video. Every time when I do somebody's makeup and I give them the mirror to look at themselves and they go, whoa, I love it. One of the things they always say, there's no way I'll be able to do these eyeshadows this way. So I feel like this is one of the things that people get very intimidated by. It's like how to blend your eyeshadows. You know, I feel like people can do their skin, they can do even contour, they can do the eyebrows, but when it comes to eyeshadows, people are very struggling with how to really go from that darker color into the lighter color and make it as diffused as possible, as seamless as possible. So today I wanted to share with you a very simple technique. Again, it's one of the techniques. It doesn't mean that this is how you do it. There's so many different ways how to blend the shadows, and all the good stuff. So today it's just a very simple way, I feel like. So I really hope that this will give you, some tips, something to kind of, okay, let me try this. And really, I wanted to encourage you guys, please try it again, again and again and again. And eventually you will get the hang of it because, as they say, practice makes it perfect. So don't give up, even if you do it once and it didn't turn out the way how you really liked it. So do it again, and I promise you will get the hang of it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends, reshare it, I wouldn't mind. So anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. So the very first important step that you want to do is prime your eyelids, and I'm using a MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in soft ochre, and it's very important not only for your eyeshadow to last long, but also to get rid of all of the discoloration that you may have on your eyelids. You do want to start with a very nice, even surface, and I'm using a synthetic brush to apply that. You can actually use your fingertips as well to apply this primer. And I will be using a CoverGirl True Naked eyeshadow palette. I actually have done a review on this palette. I am really impressed with this palette, especially being a drugstore eyeshadows. They work actually very nicely. So I'm going to be starting with a lighter shade from that palette, and taking that on a large shader brush, I will be covering my whole lid, and just to get rid of all of the tackiness that we got from the eyeshadow primer. That way, when you go back in with different colors, they actually will be blending much more softly and smoothly. So this is very important. So I'm going to start with this kind of a light pink matte eyeshadow, and I'm going to be taking that on a medium size blending brush. This one is Morphe M330. And when you're grabbing the color, make sure you tap off all of the excess product, so that way you prevent all of those fallouts. And I'm going to take this color onto my crease, and the way how my eyes are shaped, actually I naturally have a very nice defined crease, but you do want to do this so that way it's going to be a nice transition between the light color from your underbrow area and then whatever color you're going to go onto your lid with. So it's very important step that you need to do. It's to go in with your transition color. And then I'm going to take another blending brush. This one is by MAC 224, and it's a clean brush, and you just want it to very nicely buff all that color in and get rid of all of the harsh edges that you may have. And then I'm going to be taking this brush, again it's by Morphe B39, and grabbing the darker shade from that palette. I'm going to concentrate on the outer V of my eyelid. If you can see, it's right on the outer corner of the lid. And when I'm putting that color on, I'm not doing any sweeping motions or anything. I'm really just kind of packing that onto the lid. As I said, I'm just pressing that color onto my lid. And it's very important that you stay under the crease as well. Okay, and so I'm going to take the Morphe M330 brush. Again, that's that blending brush, and very softly, very lightly, I'm going to be kind of pressing on the edges of the darker color that we just put on. So the important thing here is that you're not grabbing your brush at the base. you know, because this way you're going to be putting too much pressure, and when you're going to be blending the color, you're going to be taking so much of that eyeshadow that you just put on. It is very important that you're grabbing your brush really almost at the end of the handle or whatever you call this, so just like so. So that way when you're gonna go back in to kind of blend it, you're going to be putting a very, very light hand onto it. Okay, so back to the lightest color from that palette, you're going to bring that color to the other side of the lid, and really you're going to be pressing that color onto the skin. No sweeping motions, anything like that, just really packing that color onto the skin. And what you're going to do, you're going to take your finger and then start pressing it right at the point where the two colors meet. That way what happens when you're pressing it onto the skin to skin, that warmth from your skin is actually almost melting the color, and it nicely blends in two of the colors. So I hope it makes sense, but this really works a lot for me. I mean, this is almost like a very, very quick way to blend the two colors together, and then you can go back again with your dark colors and just, you know, intensify the darkness on that outer V if you like. And then just sweep off all of the fallouts that you may have, and then just conceal your under eye area. You know what, it is so important that you conceal the under eye area. I almost feel like that makes the eyeshadow appear so much more nicer. And then I'm gonna take the Real Technique brush and just start buffing that concealer. And then if you can see what I'm doing there, I didn't want to create a very sharp line on the outer V corner, so I'm just going to be very nicely blending it. And again, sometimes you can also, you know, blend it with your fingers. This seems to be working very well for me. And then I'm going to be setting my concealer with a Ben Nye luxury powder. And so yeah, this is it, guys. Here we have a beautiful blended eyeshadow, and I really think that this technique works very, very well, and I hope that you guys try it out and it works for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eye makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my eye makeup, and this completes the look. I really hope that this was useful for you guys, and maybe you got some tips on how to blend the eyeshadows. And I would like to thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next videos. Bye!